I can't wait for tonight's opening.
What's going on?
It's the grand reveal of the new restaurant in town.
A new restaurant? How many more do we need?
We can have more than one. I've heard it's going to be so fancy.
Isn't it all a bit much? All this luxury. We're going to forget who we are.
I didn't think you'd have such strong opinions on a restaurant opening. You barely responded to my anxiety story. What's wrong?
As a therapist,
What?
I'd recommend the chicken. Hello. What brings you here today? No one turned up to my tea party. Here we go. I can't believe it. I sent out invitations too. Even you didn't turn up. I didn't get an invitation. The egg. That was you? I spent all morning cleaning that off my door. There was a note on it. Why didn't you knock on the door? I didn't want to interrupt you at that time of night. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Next time just knock. I'll see you next week. Hi. What's wrong with you? Other than your choice of therapist.
I feel sad. Sad that I can't come here more often. This place has been amazing to me. Mostly because you let me sleep on the couch. But you've also helped me. I don't know how I can thank you, Dr. Ang, other than to show my appreciation every day. By showing off the inviting warmth and silk textures of this affordable sofa to your other patients.
Remember, if you have any issue, anything at all, hide in the nearest bush. And that's how I overcame my problems. Shouldn't I be confronting my problems and learning to face them head on? No, are you joking? Cowards always survive. Haven't you watched any movies? Young people don't have any life experience these days. Will you be my friend? I'm your therapist, not your mom. She's the next appointment, after your dad.
Well then how do I make friends?
I can only have so many birthday parties. I think the locals are catching on that I'm not 84. Here's an idea. Why don't you come to our disco club? There's room for one more, since Dorothy's getting a hip replacement replaced.
Okay, I'll see you there.
I brought you some flowers, for helping me. Wow, it's very kind of you. Wait, aren't these from the reception desk?
It's the thought that counts.
Thank you. I'll put it back in the vase. So why are you in such a good mood?
Something life-changing happened.
What happened?
I won a massage chair. All my problems are over now.
You're sitting in a massage chair now.
That's a spring, digging into my spine.
Or a gentle hand, washing away your issues.
I think I'll pass.
It's your loss. Ow.
I'm having romantic issues.
Easy, Tiger. I'm taken.
I don't mean you.
Oh, you won't believe how many times that's happened.
0?
Yes.
I was gonna take it out for dinner, but the local restaurant is just not classy.
What are you talking about? Are you too good for all-you-can-eat pie? With your face. It's the only restaurant in town like it.
It's the only restaurant in town.
Look, why don't you take for a romantic walk on the beach?
That got shut down for fly tipping.
Sorry about that. Then go for a walk around the famous 5-foot hill. At the park.
Fine, I'll do that.
Another life saved. I'll see you next time.
I want to be a fashion model.
I'm a therapist, not a genie.
Look at my stylish apparel. I know it is, because the guy selling it to me told me so.
You can't argue with that. Why do you want to be a model?
A fashion model.
Is there a difference?
Yes. I'm going to be modeling hats, with fruit in them. Not ordinary clothes that people wear.
Oh, forgive my ignorance. So when can the world see you on the catwalk?
Hopefully by next month. We had to order more fruit, since the last ones went off while we were waiting. Hey, Dr. Ang.
Yes?
How long have you been a therapist?
Many moons.
That's not an answer.
But it sounded good, and that's all that matters. How do you think I got the job?
What do you think could improve your therapy?
An extra lunch break. Some patients just go on, and I'm like, get to the point. There's a time and a place.
Isn't that rude?
I know. I've got a life to live. I had a barbecue to get to, celebrating my Therapist of the Week award. Some people are just inconsiderate.
Here's a question.
No, stop. I'm not equipped to answer this.
I haven't even asked it yet. How can I be confident in my body when you have magazines like this? Those are unattainable standards.
It's aspirational. Look, we'll get a different magazine for people to pretend to read. Okay?
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to the social anxiety meeting.
Where's everyone else?
They didn't turn up.
Well, what are we doing today?
Why don't we practice a conversation?
Hello, Ben. That's not my name.
It is now. Hello, Ben. I'd like to purchase a banana. We're in a store. How much does it cost?
$20.
$20? What kind of price is that? Did you leave your balaclava at home today? That's the last time I'm coming here.
It's hypothetical.
So is your store's future with these prices. What are your toilets?
We don't have any.
This place is a disgrace. Thanks for ruining my day. And my pants.
I need to get away and relax. You know, put my feet up.
Where are you thinking of going?
I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me.
I like that attitude.
No, there's a tornado headed for town. I figured I'd save on gas.
Well, I hope you have an amazing time. Just remember, wear some socks next time.
Have you ever been in love, Dr. Ang?
Yes, I have a wife. And cheese.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? I hope I can meet someone tonight. I'm going speed dating.
How are you supposed to get to know someone that fast? It takes me years to get through to my patients.
That's because you keep asking for more embarrassing stories from drama school, instead of my trauma.
Hey, I've got to get something out of this job too.
I'll tell you how it goes next week.
How romantic. I have to phone my cheese deliverer.
Do you believe in aliens, Dr. Ang?
Aliens? Yeah. You mean those little fellas that make the noises and smell?
Those are kids, Dr. Ang.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Cat Town is being visited.
Well, they visited more than my family. Look, aliens won't solve your problems. I've seen the colonoscopy results. You need to come back down to reality.
And help me build this slide. It leads out to the therapy office. I'm going to a concert. I'm so excited.
A concert? You mean that guy on all those posters?
Yeah, he's the best dancer I've ever seen. And I judged the local mall's evening dance contests.
Looks like I've got some competition. Just wait until he gets arthritis. Then he'll know the pain of chasing your dreams. Now all I can do is walk towards them, with regular breaks, until I'm out of the cast.
You're an inspiration, Dr. Ang.
I know.
You're still disqualified from the dance contests. I've decided. I'm gonna run for mayor of Cat Town.
That's great. I just got back from the moon. What made you think this was a good idea?
I was looking around, my padded cell, and I thought to myself, I want to give back.
You still haven't given back the fake fruit bowl you stole from me.
You know, it's not healthy to hold a grudge. That's my motto in life, and my re-election campaign.
Well, good luck.
I hate being so famous.
Who are you?
Very funny. I can't even buy a sandwich without people following me. They stuck behind me in the store for 20 minutes, one at a time. Can you believe that?
That's a cue. Why are you famous?
I'm an actor.
I haven't seen you in anything. Hang on. Aren't you the guy in that eczema commercial?
No. I'm in the psoriasis one. Look, I'm just here to lay low. I'm sorry. I can't give you an autograph. Don't I look fabulous? I got this at a garage sale.
Wait, isn't that one of my curtains?
I look amazing.
What else did you get?
A shoe.
Looks like you got a good haul.
It goes to show. You can always be fashionable.
You said it. I think I'm going to teach my confidence boosting classes in this.
What you doing that?
Usually I perform aerobics while the patients laugh at me.
I have a fear of public speaking.
When did you discover this fear?
When I was on stage. Speaking. Publicly.
I see. I've done many public speaking things in my life. I'm doing it right now. And you know how I've gotten over my fears?
How? I want to get better.
It takes practice, but I kept putting myself out there. And each time, the crowd felt smaller. I found that I got more confidence as time went on, until eventually, I only heard applause. My mom was proud of me that day. Then the janitor told both of us to leave. Okay, welcome to our art therapy class. Would you like to present your art? I don't think anyone's ready. I take it by the silence that you're amazed. Well, you've certainly shattered expectations. I know. My teachers told me not to go into art. They said it wouldn't be fair to everyone else. There's a lot of emotion on the canvas. That's because I'd lost the TV remote that night. Now, how's this art exercise helped you? About your remote? I'll consider that a success story. Hello. Today we're holding a raffle. To pay for the items we bought for the raffle.
What a great cause.
I'll also be doing my rendition of Loving You from Afar for the karaoke section, followed by Marry Me Instead. I have the wedding cake hostage. And who can forget Take My Hand in Marriage, Not My Fingerprints at the Police Station. Those and many more from my EP, available now from my suitcase.
I didn't know you were so full of talents.
Neither did my school counselor. And look at them now. Still in school. At least I achieved something. Highest score at the local arcade. Counting how many broken games there are. The only thing they achieved is telling someone else to achieve something.
Good for you, Dr. Ang.
Sorry about that. Remember your meditation mantras. You are not a failure. $70 is a reasonable price for a meditation CD. And now it's time for me to sing.
Yay!
Loving you from afar, through my binoculars.
I don't feel beautiful. How'd you do it, Dr. Ang? How'd you come into work looking flawless?
It doesn't come easy. 4 hours, every morning. I'm in the bathroom, doing my skin routine. And you know what? It's worth it. No pain, no gain. My neighbors called an ambulance for me yesterday. When they heard the screaming.
Is it that painful?
No. My wife walked in before I was finished. The point is, it's all in here. All 10,000 pages. Take it.
You're the best therapist ever, Dr. Ang.
Don't thank me. Thank the book. It got me through medical school. Hello. It's me. Back again. You never left. I tried getting your attention before, and you ignored me. My patient was crying.
And I wasn't.
I didn't used to be blue. I've got another patient now.
Oh, great. Just brush me aside. Like yesterday's jam.
Jam lasts a long time.
And so do your hurtful corrections. I just got back from my doctor. I'm distraught.
How bad was he?
He thinks I'm not well.
I had that.
I think I need a second opinion.
I can give you an 8th opinion.
Do you have any medical experience?
Yes. I played a cadaver in a medical drama once. I think you're going to be fine.
Thank you, Dr. Ang.
And thank you, Mom, for calling me Dr. Ang.
Yay! I won the cutest cat competition.
I was robbed.
You just didn't try to appeal to the audience.
I did. I gave them $5 each.
Better luck next time.
There won't be a next time. I'm retiring.
At least you did it gracefully.
And I'm joining the moderately cutest cat competition.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
And now, a princess.
Look, trust me. It's not worth it. I've been there before.
What do you mean?
I told myself I was a princess. Even bought my own tiara. But you know what I discovered?
Yes?
That I'm a princess. In here.
Inside? You're right.
Yes. Inside this office. That's Princess Dr. Ang to you.
New her, new attitude.
That's my mantra. I might not even need therapy anymore. You know, the silence is even more offensive. When did you get the wig?
Wig? What wig? This is au natural. which is French for mine. A light breeze could blow that away. I told you to shut the window. Okay, fine. I'm a fraud. Is that what you wanted me to say? I was actually going to ask where you got it from. Awesome! I found you her. I got a job on a cruise ship. I didn't know they were recommissioning the Titanic. I'm not driving. I'm the entertainment. So the violinist. No, I'm calling the bingo. Well, I'm sure at least one person will have a great time. Me, because I won't be on it. Number 4. You've won a rotisserie chicken. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just practicing my act. We need to stop meeting like this. You've been here 3 weeks now. Is that a way to speak to your closest friend? I don't even know you. What's your name? Ian. Why are you here? Why are you here? That's one of the great questions in life, isn't it? Don't evade the question. How long are you going to be here? You can't keep using the water cooler forever. That's abuse in certain jurisdictions, you know. Depriving me from a source of refreshment. I could die from thirst. I've got another patient now. Just don't knock her over like last time. That was the wind. What's wrong with you? You wouldn't understand. I know, but I'm cheap. What's with the new look? Did you get into a fight with the color wheel? I'm emo now. Thought it was Suzanne. No. It means I experience emotion so deeply. I can barely contain myself. Whoa. Settle down. Why don't you go have some fun? They just opened a new disco. That's the 34th one now. On this street. Do you ever think you chose the wrong career? What makes you say that? I just feel like I didn't achieve my dreams in life. I wanted to follow my dad's footsteps, but he had big shoes to fill. Size 17. He's a doctor. Look, I learned early on in life, don't compare yourself to everyone else. Go your own way. And look at me now, a successful therapist and part-time aerobics instructor. Would you like a glass? Please, I have rent this week. Long time no see. Sorry, I was stuck in traffic. You have wings. I stopped at the drive-thru on the way here. They're not carrying me. Did you get me anything? Yes. Friendship. So no. No. Well, it's nice to see you. Come on, I'll introduce you to my many patients, who I haven't cured. Well, at least there's a TV in the waiting room. At last, my greatest invention. What is it? What do you think it is? It's a toaster. Aren't you supposed to be taking over the world with these inventions of yours? What are you going to do with that? Give people salmonella? Oh, great. Thanks for the encouragement. I finally make something that doesn't singe my barely holding on eyebrows. And that's your response? You sound like my dad. I'm not the biggest fan of this career either, you know. It was either this or the cashier. And I can't count. Actually, I'll have some toast. What's with the her? I'm punk rock. It means I'm a rebel. What are you rebelling against? A pair of scissors? You just wish you had my I don't care attitude in life. Can you tell the mold inspectors that? I'm off to go play in my band. Can I come? I know an instrument. Which one? The triangle. Really? It's the only shape they have. Why wouldn't you leave? I've been thinking. We need a makeover in here. The purple wallpaper? Boring. It screams, I can't do my job. And those curtains? Even the burglar didn't want them. So what is wrong with you? I was abandoned by my interior decorator father. Really? No, but that would have been good, wouldn't it? How about a reclining chair, too? Everyone's raving about them lately. Who is? Me. What's wrong with you? I'm so embarrassed. I was on TV last night. I thought I recognized you. I've been coming here for the past 5 years. Don't worry. There must be someone who didn't see it. Breaking news is what we would be doing if we had a bigger budget. So this is a repeat of last night's show. A local therapy hobbyist was saved from a restaurant toilet.
Onlookers said they were horrified. Then he went in. Thankfully, the heroic firefighters saved the day by calling a locksmith. Wow, how brave. Almost as brave as the victim, whom shall be reminded of this for the rest of his life, because we will repeat this segment in syndication. I hope he has a good therapist. Back to the studio, in that alleyway. Wow, wouldn't like to be him. I've been doing your self-confidence exercises. Good. It took me years to develop those. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Are you looking at me? I hope you are. You're a genius, Dr. Ang. Thank you. I've been told that before. You're a genius. You're incredible. You need to tell the world about this new technique. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because you too can be self-confident. Thanks to my new book. Available from my car trunk now.
I'm a ballerina.
Wow. All my patients are so talented. I just had the world champion hot dog eater in before you. Have you been doing ballet for a while?
5 years. I'm a pro now.
You're not the only one. That was me. 1972.
You weren't alive then.
1982. Those were the days.
What happened?
I stopped taking pictures. Keep following your dreams, Michelle. Lisa, don't let anyone get in your way. Although you'll have to wait 20 minutes. We've got a workman in fixing the entrance.
Thank you, I think.
Acknowledge my suffering. Acknowledge mine. You're not the only one with problems. I don't know if I captured my subject properly in my painting. I guess I just feel overly emotional lately. You got into an argument with the dinner lady yesterday. Over fish cakes. But they're not cakes. That's false advertising. I'm looking out for the consumer. Look, why don't you go for a nice meal? Relax. Fine. They're doing cheesecake today.
I've made my decision, Dr. Ang. I'm joining the protest.
Don't be a hero.
Didn't you tell me to get back out there in the world? To follow my passions?
Not like this. I meant taking up the Charleston at the community centre. You can't solve the world's problems.
No, but I can do my part.
I feel awful. What's wrong? I've got a headache. You know, you're not the only patient who said that to me today. Must be one of those mystery illnesses. Like migraines. And disease. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I have to practice in my new drum kit. I have a funeral performance in 2 days. Here, take my card. I'm available for any occasion.
How do I look? I'm in tonight's theatre play.
Oh, I have tickets for that.
I didn't know you enjoyed theatre, Dr. Ang.
Yes, it helps with the job. Watch this. I care about your problems.
Wow, that was almost convincing.
I know. Don't let anyone tell you a drama degree is a waste of time. It's a waste of money, though. Why the long face?
I'm depressed.
What happened to you?
I dropped my marbles.
And how has that affected your life?
Look at me. I'm a mess.
I noticed. This is one of the worst cases I've ever seen in my career. Which is why I'm referring you to a beautician. What's with the sunglasses? It's summer. And also your lava lamp is legally blinding me. Looks good, doesn't it? I only got one look. But yes, I'm going for a more cool look in the office this summer. I was thinking, you may have crippling depression, but you have a shag rug too. So it all balances itself out. Well, I wish I looked at the rug first. We're trying something different today. Exposure therapy. Did you know it's the best treatment for anxiety?
Did you know?
I found out yesterday. Anyway, it's important to face your fears.
So you took me to the beach.
On the hottest day of the year. On your work day. Are you trying to say I don't take my job seriously? Because you're right. There's nothing that can cause anxiety here. There could be a shark. Or someone could see my incredibly unflattering Speedos. They could. Has anyone looked? Unfortunately, yes. Come on, we're leaving. Dr. Ang, how'd you get over being sad? Well, forget everything you've heard from professionals. It's all wrong. I'm throwing the book out on this field. Well, I would if I had one. You know what I do? I lock myself in a room and sing the classics. I'm afraid of love. I'm just a man with a sensitive heart. And that's a metaphor, not one of my chronic illnesses. Time for your solo. I'm afraid of love. I'm just a man with chronic illnesses unrelated to the heart. I'm going to a party. What are you going as? A banana. What do you think I'm going as? Sorry, I haven't seen a fruit since 1996. It's gonna be so lame. What if people there don't like me? I've got a plan. What if I go with you, dressed as me? Then you'll be the second least liked there. That could work. Never say I don't do anything for my patients. Except give them timely clinical advice. So you said you've been feeling down lately. Yes. Can you tell me more? Remember, I'm here for you. Until 5 p.m. I don't know how to feel. How come? I told you last week. I'm having a midlife crisis. Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. I've been having a midlife crisis for years. And look at me. No one would be able to tell.